Hey, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jared from 3C's Recreation. We just got our first 2022 RRS model in. I know it's really late in the year, but that's COVID and shipping. This one happens to be a 500cc, but if you're looking for a 350, a 390, 430, or even this model, you can still watch this video and find it helpful because these bikes are identical other than the engine size. Some of the cool things about the 2022 is we've got a new LED headlight. If you had an older model, you're buying upgraded headlight kits to stick in there. That's all stock now. It's a really cool unit. When I assembled this bike, it fits really well up in there. It's not pushing on the wires like maybe some of the ones in the past, so that's really nice. It's got the new diaphragm clutch, super light clutch pull. It's literally one finger, so if you are a heavy clutch user, especially in a 500 and some single track, maybe you're pulling the clutch in more, literally one finger. It's super cool. And they did a few, like every year, a couple of changes in the suspension. They revalved the forks a little bit, and then they gave you a little more compression adjustment on the rear shock. So yeah, those are the main changes. We love the RRS lineup though. It's a true dual sport bike. You can go hit any single track you want on these, and then on the way home, you can pull out on the road and not worry about getting pulled over. So we really enjoy the RRS. I've raced some 500s actually and some GNCCs. It's been a couple years since I have, but customers have let me take their bikes and enjoy them, and I enjoy the 500. I really think it's a torquey motor. It doesn't kill you in the woods. It's super rideable. I know it's a hard word to use or explain, but you can really give it power. It'll chug up the hills, but it doesn't rip the bike out of your hand. So that's one of the things we love about the Beta motors, is that you can enjoy the bike and ride it for long periods of time without getting tired. So we'll give you guys a quick walk around of this bike. All right, we can start right here on the front with a new LED headlight. They have some pretty cool markers on the sides. So if you're looking at it straight on, obviously the main bulb is here, and we can go high, low beam. Let's see, yeah, that's high beam. This is low beam. It's getting a little bit later here at the shop, but it's hard to tell. Super bright light. Huge upgrade from the standard bulbs. Give you guys a little preview of what the turn signals look like. So on the front, and then if we go to the back as well, nice bright turn signal. I like to be safe on the road. I guess I used to put these little slim ones on here, and I guess in the rear we still do kind of tuck it in a little bit, but I don't know, it's more important for me to have a safe ride and make it home. So if we go to the other side, there's the other turn signal, and that'll bring you to this block here. So it's super simple to operate. You just push on the turn signal to release it. You just push straight in, and also up here you can see the turn signal lights on. If I push in on this, that light will go out as well. My engine light is on because the bike is not running, just so you guys know at home. So once you started this bike, that will go out. And then this is our high beam, low beam switch that we were just playing with a second ago. We got the horn here. Nice aggressive horn. If you got some buddies in front of you, if they're slower than you, just give them the horn. Got our clutch here, super adjustable. Like I said earlier, one finger clutch pull. You can adjust it in and out just by turning the dial here. It'll put more pressure or less there, so you can pull the lever in or out. The mirrors are all super adjustable on these bikes as well. You kind of have to like mess with the angle as well with your clutch perch. So you always kind of want to set your levers where you want them, and then after that you can kind of fine tune the mirror, because you can angle it this way as well. And then they are the flip downs, so you can bend them right down, get them out of the way if you're going to do some single track, tuck them right in, which is really nice. Pull them back up, adjust them for the ride home. The right hand controls are just your kill switch and the start button. To start these bikes, unlike the off-road models, you have to have the key on. So key on, and then you can hit the button to start it, which is nice if you're, for security purposes, you got that key switch. You can take this out if you're running into the grocery store or something, you got a key there. This is the Voyager display. It's super easy to read, up, high, in the middle here. We can just kind of turn it on. I'll give you guys a quick preview. These things are packed with features, and a lot of them I've never really used. I've never used like the imported maps or the exported stuff, but engine temp, RPMs right in the middle, miles per hour. The clock is obviously wrong at the moment. It's a little bit later than that today. This is just a map. Obviously, if we were moving, it would draw the line behind us of where we've been. Again, this is a temperature kind of showing you a report of the engine temp. It says engine temp right now is 66, your max and your average. Altitude, again, if you're riding, you'd be, I don't know if the GoPro, I apologize if you can't see it that well. Altitude. This is pretty cool because it tells you GPS mileage and then the actual wheel mileage. So if I spin the tire here, I might have spun it the wrong way. Wheel speed's doing 3 miles an hour there for a quick second. Battery volts, this is the voltage inside of the display. When you start the bike and run it, the input voltage will actually be what the bike is back here. And then it's pretty cool. The next one down, it gives you a compass. And then right here's our stopwatch. I can start it and then stop it. And then you can clear it out by holding it in. And that should cleared it right back out. So pretty cool display. This comes stock on all the Beta RRS models. So you're not spending extra money to get something cool like that. So that's our stock display. Really exciting. Again, you have a low gas light up here as well. You got the high beam light, engine light, and the turn signal light right next to the key switch. Here's our dual ignition map. This comes stock on all the 4-stroke Betas. What we have is our dry map over here and our wet map. There would be an LED underneath either side. So we would hit this button back and forth and it would flicker a light under there. That way you know exactly what mode you're in. It's pretty cool. You can play with it. It's a cool option that comes standard with the Beta stuff. The Beta radiators are tucked in nice. So if you're riding this bike, it's a nice feel in your legs. You don't feel like your legs are getting pushed out at all. If you grab a bigger gas tank, if you go with like an IMS, you're gonna have a little more of a feel here. But I'm taller. I kind of like a wider bike because I need something to pinch. With me being so tall, I like it wider. So it's easy to check the coolant level. Just pull the cap off. That's right there. You always want the coolant on these bikes to be, you know, above the fins in there, but right in this range there. What's nice about the RS models is they come stock with a cooling fan. We really enjoy that. It's another added feature stock with these bikes. We've done a lot of videos on the Beta stuff, so check out our channel. We've installed cooling fans. We've installed a new fuel filter. After you own this bike for like a year or two, I would recommend checking your fuel filter, maybe replacing it. So we've got videos on that. We've got videos on how to change your oil. We really enjoy the Beta engines because they are split case design on the 4-strokes, meaning your engine oil is on this side of the bike and the clutch oil is on that side of the bike. So your clutch fibers are not running through the whole engine. You have 2 separate compartments. The oil filter is right here, easy to get to. Skid plate comes off easy. Again, I have a whole video showing the oil change process if you want. We even have a video showing the air filter process, but I'll take that off here in a second to show you that. The Beta seats come off with no tools needed. You push the side button in, you gently pull up on the seat and pull back. Seat comes off super easy. Underneath here is just our main fuses, our starter relay. The cool stuff with the Betas is that they're coming with lithium batteries, so it's a super light battery. We really enjoy that. When you guys put your seats back on, make sure that this lip catches underneath of the tabs in the subframe. I have a lot of customers that might start too high. They kind of start, the front is in, but this is way too high still, and you can really bend the subframe or the seat base by pushing down on this. So you're just going to pull the seat back until it kind of falls into place. Then you can slide it forward and get the seat back on. The next thing we'll show you guys is how easy it is to pull the airbox off. There's 2 tabs you're going to pull out on. The stock decals at least show you where to pull. And when they're new, it's pretty tight. So you just kind of pull there. And we pull out on this one. And again, when they're new, it's sticky. And then we're going to pull out this way. We got some tabs that we'll show you when we put this back on. This is our stock airbox. Super clean, a lot of room in here. This is for us dealers to plug into your bike. This is the dealer tool. And the air filter comes out super easy. You just pull down on the tab, slide the air filter out. We do a lot with like the wash plugs when you're washing your bike. You take this whole assembly out and put the orange plug right in, and you can lock it in. That way you know water's going to get in your motor. When you go to reinstall this, we just have the 3 tabs on the back and the one on the top. You kind of start in the front, slide it toward the back, get everybody lined up, and you push it straight in. These bikes come stock with in the box a 14-tooth front sprocket as well. Its stock is a 15, so really tall gearing. This bike's going to be able to carry a ton of speed. You can drop this down to the 14 in the front if you want. It's included. It's cool. Beta does that. They have a really nice wider foot on the bottom of the kickstand. So when you put this down, it really has a better pad to sit on. I enjoy it in the showroom because it doesn't scratch my floor as much. Beta does a great job with their stock chains. These things last forever. Again, I have a video on chain tension if you want to learn more about that, but you're not spending big money to replace your chain right away. It's all stock included. It's going to last you a long time. Kind of showed you guys the lights in the rear already. Obviously, this is the tail light and brake light. They give you a great spot to pick these bikes up. So on this side, you have a really strong point. It's meant for it. I can pick this bike right off the stand. The Beta bikes come with Nissin brakes, both front and rear. What's been great with Beta is that they've used the same brake part number since we've been a dealer in 2011. I can sell you guys the same brake pad or stock one brake pad, both front and rear. They got the billet hubs, so when your spokes, they really loosen up on them. If you guys ever have like an issue with your speedometer quit working, check to make sure your magnet is still in your rotor. Sometimes dirt or a rock can grab that and peen it out or pull it out. The triple clamps are also billet, which is really nice. Gives you a good flex and a good feel to it. What's cool with the Beta stuff is you can put the kickstart kit in these as well. I really like that feature. Most brands have totally gotten rid of this whole casting in the case. And that sucks for the guys that want to have that backup Kickstarter. With the Betas, you still have to have a perfect 12 volts for the machine to run right, but you can at least get home. Like if your battery is low enough that it won't start it with the electric start, try to hold that throttle open, kick that thing and get home with it. That way you can get a new battery put in the bike. But at least it won't leave you stranded. Or if the electric start system fails, you can at least still get home with a kicker. Again, we have a video showing us installing a kickstart kit. I think that was a 2-stroke I did the video on, but very similar process. This is our oil check plug for the gear side. Keep in mind, this is not something that you're gonna use to check the actual level of the oil. The level of this oil needs to be up in here more, but this is just for you to pull out and confirm that there's oil in there. And I would double check yours. If you just bought a brand new 500 RS, please make sure that there's oil in there. These bikes are supposed to be shipped with it, but ours was extremely low. So we just drained it all the way out and put the correct amount back in here. Beta does a great job with their stock foot pegs. They're pretty aggressive, but they're not going to kill your boots. I like that. It gives you a good base to sit on. You got a really nice brake angle. It's plenty away from the clutch cover, and that way you're not getting a lot of mud stuck in here. Really well, nice big open spaces there. These bikes come stock with a 2.4 gallon tank, which is nice, and they're clear, so you can rock the bike, find out where your fuel level is. You can kind of see I got about a half a tank in there now, and I rock it pretty good. We have a ton of accessories available for these bikes. We do a lot with drop shipping. Drop shipping is where you can call me for your Beta parts order, and the parts will ship right from California at the Beta warehouse, right to your doorstep. We love doing that. We're blown away by the response of all you guys supporting our dealership. If you call me, I will give you guys discounts on your parts. So if you're about to go buy one of these bikes somewhere, doesn't matter where in the country you guys are, we can help you with parts. Whether it's hand guards, radiator braces, rear rotor guard. If you're looking for suggestions, please call me. I'd be glad to help you guys pick stuff out. Again, thanks to all you guys that are already buying parts from us. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I'm Jared from 3Cs Recreation. If you're looking for Beta stuff, please give us a call and have a great ride.